So, not the post-game party they were hoping for at Anfield. Liverpool end the season with a win, but so too do Manchester City, and they are the champions, and Liverpool's long wait for a league title will extend into a third decade. Jonny Walters was watching the game alongside me. Everybody hung around afterwards. Everybody wanted to salute these Liverpool players, and I guess rightly so. When what they've achieved this season, 97 points, one defeat, they really couldn't have done much more.
Look, you can say second is nowhere, but one defeat, 30 wins. I don't think we'll see another season like it in the Premier League. The first time ever in history, two teams have got over 90 points, and to have 97 and 98 and not win the league, it's disappointing for Liverpool. But they've got a Champions League final to look forward to, and hopefully they can go on and win that with the season they've had.
It's the oldest cliche in the book of the best team always wins the league. Did the best team win the league?
You can't argue with it. They got the most points. It's a very difficult one to take with only losing one game. The team have been excellent, as we were speaking about before. They're a joy to watch, but so are Man City as well. And I can see these two teams dominating for many years to come.
We were at the Etihad on a cold night right at the beginning of January where John Stones cleared the ball with half a centimetre to spare. It was a sensational game that night. It was a game deserving of a title run-in. The level they got to and the opportunity they had that night where they could have gone 10 points clear and played the same amount of games. Do you look back in that game as the winning and losing of the title?
No. I think they were 9 points clear at one point anyway. It's a difficult one because I keep saying they've only lost one game. But at one point it was Tottenham and Liverpool. City were out of it. Tottenham played Burnley, got beat, and went on a sort of losing run. And City came up, and Liverpool just seemed to draw a few matches around that time. And they just said the best team have won it. You can't argue with that. They've won the league for a reason. And we got to a point where the four European finalists, the Premier League teams, Premier League's dominating Europe, and yet the team that wins the Premier League is out of Europe. So the five teams are dominating Europe, and they're all in the Premier League. So it's a great advert for the Premier League, and as I said, it's disappointing for Liverpool. They've lost here today. The fans stuck around right to the end. It was a great occasion, but it wasn't to be.
It's been this long debate for years of is the Premier League the best league in the world, and while people were saying that it was the most exciting league in the world, Spanish teams were dominating. Now, as you say, first time ever, 4 English teams in the European finals, and one of them isn't Manchester City. You've played in this league for years and years. You've gone up against all the great players. Is it as good now as it's ever been? Is the skill level higher than it's ever been?
It's just getting better and better year on year. The standard is excelling the previous year. Every year in it. You see here today, there was a times in the game where I think it was Trent Alexander-Arnold gave the ball away, and Wolves nearly score. And that's not Wolves that are in the top couple of teams in the Premier League. So it's if you make a mistake, generally it's a goal. It's such a difficult, high-paced, intensive league. It's a great league to play in. It's the only place to be if for most players, in the world. You obviously got your likes of Messi's and Ronaldo's, but the Premier League's a place to be. I think that's where the money is, and generally the money buys the best players in the world.
Quite a few of the players are still out on the pitch here behind us with their families and signing autographs for everybody at Anfield, and they got a great reception, and deservedly so, for all they've achieved and what they might go on and achieve in the Champions League final. The chant at full time was "We shall not be moved," and there's a definite sense that this Liverpool team are here to stay. But also Manchester City are going to invest again during the summer. It's hard to see them falling off. So what do you see happening with this Liverpool team over the next couple of years?
They'll invest, they'll carry on improving the areas, probably add a bit more strength and depth, but it's hard to see in the first 11 where you're going to improve. We were going through the team before. It's difficult to say where you would improve. Probably just you have more cover in place as possibly a centre half of Van Dijk. Yet they've only conceded about 22 goals all year. It's a difficult one because every team wants to improve, but what I can see over the next few years is Liverpool and City sort of dominating the league. Tottenham maybe, with the year they had, they were just nearly there, just not good enough, dropped out at the end. But the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, I can see them struggling for a few years now before to get back to this level.
What about Matt Doherty? Today he was taken off, but he was exceptional in that second half. What a season he's had. He was probably the standout Irish player in the Premier League this season. Are you surprised by just how good he's been?
Look at seen him down the past couple of years. Obviously, you get more exposure in the Premier League and train with him. He's an excellent player. He's done exceptionally well for Wolves again this year. Not just the only year he's done it. So you look at today. He was the best player on the pitch today out of both teams.
Really, you'd go that far?
Well, everything came down. Liverpool weren't in the second half today. Yes, he scored the goal near the end with Mane, but that was their only shot on target. Everything from Wolves came through Mac down on this right. Every chance created, every ball through, he was at the heart of it. So for me, he was the best player on the pitch today. Although they got beat 2-0, he got taken off towards the end, and he's had a great year. Look, early on he was in the Premier League team of the season. He's gone from strength to strength, and if he continues to do so, he'll stay in that Wolves team. You can see them improving as well, because they've got a great manager there behind him. If they keep hold of him and certain players, it's a great team to be in and a great place for him to be in. It's
been so relentless over the last couple of months, this title race. It's been hard to find the time to pause and fully judge Manchester City's greatness. 100 points last year, 98 points this year. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll be sick of it in a couple of weeks of, are they the best Premier League team of all time? You're thinking about the Manchester United team that won 3 in a row. You're thinking about the United team of 20 years ago, the Arsenal Invincibles. Are they at that level?
Yes. 198 points over 2 seasons. You can't argue with it. The way they play, the way they breeze past teams. You can't argue with them being up there, if not the best Premier League team. Goals record, points record last year. Defend it this year. They got a great manager, a great way of playing. And it's just so unfortunate that they were around at the time when Liverpool go and pick up 97 points. So I can see them carrying on dominating these 2 teams for years to come. And will it be a third title next year for City? Who knows, but they'll be right in there in the mix for it.
You've announced your retirement. No pre-season to worry about or look forward to. Are you missing the game yet?
That's fantastic, isn't it? No pre-season. Look, it's been a couple of years where I've been quite on my own in the gym, working hard through injuries, and just with probably the way the past year's gone. You're sort of on the pitch and in and around the club, and you know the way things are gone with the club and how they are with you and things like that. You won't miss that side of it. No. Yes, occasions like this, playing on atmospheres like this, you'll miss.
You'll miss scoring at Anfield.
Scoring at Anfield, and one thing you didn't remind me of, missed a penalty there in the last minute of the opening day. You forgot about that one, didn't you?
I was trying to be nice.
But no, they're the occasions you miss. Of course, you'll miss it as a player, but it's on to chapters new for me.
All right, well, the best of luck with it. We'll hopefully have you back in the commentary box next season, John.
Yeah, hopefully some big games like this. I look forward to them.
Yeah, for sure.